Happy International Worm Day, everyone. We're celebrating here on Oxley Island, as we are every day. Today we're just going to have a bit of a look around and see what signs of worms we can see when we're out and about in the paddock. We're in a cropped area here because there's a lot of bare ground. It's easier to find where the worms have been. So we've got a bit of worm prill on the ground here. And this is quite old. We're having a few issues with how dry the soil is at the moment, so probably not going to get a lot of worm activity up near the surface. And the other reason we're not going to see much up here is this ground is fairly hard, so this penetrometer I can stick in about 2 inches before we're at 600 psi, which is...
Do it again, I'll get a...
Yeah. So that's where roots can get to easily. That's about as far as they're ever going to get. So 4 inches of maximum depth. So that's going to make it hard for worms to do much digging in. The other reason we're not going to see much activity now is on this 21-degree day, the soil surface is 50 degrees, so any smart worms down deep. But they have been here and it was easy to see where they were. Near this Ceteria plant, in the past I found the roots of the Ceteria seem to be a good place for the worms to hang out, but we're just going to see what the soil's like here. So there's 300, which is... Okay, we're 5-6 inches down before we've got reasonable resistance. To get the maximum root depth here, well, there we go. So it's a little bit softer on this side of the fence with good ground cover. But the other thing we'll have a look at, the ground around the plants that's shaded by everything, 16 degrees. So you can imagine microorganisms are going much better in that kind of condition, and worms. So we'll have a little dig now. The shovel isn't kind to worms, so we'll go careful, but you're generally going to lose a couple. Chat, please. You helping?
What do we got?
It's actually a bit of moisture in the bottom of that, which is a nice change.
Where are you, wormies? Oh, there's one.
Righto, so there's one. We didn't cut him in half, which is good. Now worms don't like sunlight, so we'll be nice to him. There's another one there. Another one there. So there's something in the exudates of these roots that the worms really like, and I found that with quite a few of the high silica plants. They seem to attract a lot of worms. There's some worms.
So in a really healthy soil, is there an idea of how many worms you'd want to find?
Look, it's going to vary because some of those worms are going to be 8 inches long, and it's also going to vary with how much moisture is in the soil. They're going to be down a bit deeper, I feel, at the moment. But you don't want to go too many shovels without finding any, that's for sure. But you know, I've heard everything from 20 to 60 per shovel. Now, I don't think we can have 60 with the big guys that we've got. But you want to find indications of worms everywhere you look, basically.
So when you talk about indications of worms, you mean the prill,
The prill,
actual worms.
actual worms. If you're digging holes, you want to see them everywhere you dig a hole, basically.
Is there any other indicator?
Your grass will look really, really awesome. So not so many in there. There's a couple. We found a couple, but it's not loaded.
Right, so other than more rain, what could we do to help out these worms?
This isn't particularly fertile soil, and it's quite acidic, and it's reasonably tightly packed.
And you haven't done anything
No,
to improve that, have
no, I haven't. So more flocculated soil, so higher calcium. We're quite low on our calcium here. Will definitely help. Just increasing microbial activity will help, and just being nice to it. So we haven't done much to this soil at all, so we've tried not to damage it as well. You can see the remains of a few different grasses, and there's a chickpea that never did anything, and so on. So we've tried to put a bit of diversity in here, but for the most part this is just paspalum and occasional fireweed. So trying to get some different grasses in here, I think it'd help out a fair bit. Don't run the plough through it, which we never have here, and I don't think we ever will.
Why specifically?
Imagine 10 of them running through the soil, cutting worms in half. You don't make two worms either, you make two halves of a dead worm. So tillage is not the worm's friend.
And it oxidises the...
It does, it destroys the carbon. Tillage is, destroys the fungi, it's just all round not good for anybody. Tough.
We're having a look under the clover now. Ooh.
So,
It's not as dark, is it?
Yeah, it's
Or...
a bit dry. We do have some influence from the casuarina trees over there, and you can see where I cut.
We're only 20 metres from where we were.
No, and you can see the difference between where I cut the grass fairly short and where I left it probably 8 inches longer. So it's managed to recover much better. I had ideas of having a lawn between our bamboo. Yeah, stupid idea. But that's really quite dry. I don't think we're going to see much in that. One cicada nymph. Watch out please, Dash. Not many worms in that, and you know, why would they? Very, very dry.
Any last words?
Bye. Enjoy worm day everybody.